wonderful first round performance. Can he get through
58
to the last 16 here? He's made a couple of semi-finals this year, Michael Smith, with a tournament win, of course, back at Players Championship 9, which was when Edhouse made the other semi-final. Edhouse,
180.
the opening max, has become a bit more of a familiar face in recent months, given his exploits on the European Tour.
Yeah, I couldn't think of a better word than
180.
They both trade 180s there. I think journeyman's not the right word, but it's a great story, the Ritchie Edhouse one, and it has stemmed from his incredible floor play to that transition onto the European Tour, where, you know, he's become a real crowd favourite, and he just looks really at home. And he's going to be playing Johnny Clayton in the, you know, the major starting on Monday in the World Grand Prix. So good things are happening to this man in your picture right now, and it's just a reminder to himself that the game's still there.
Yeah,
100.
And he seems to be relishing it. Lucky enough to spend time around the guys when they're on tour. There's a big fish, could be coming in, but not quite.
100.
And he just looks to me to be a man enjoying his life at the minute, Ritchie Edhouse. Enjoy it a little bit more if he can knock this out. It's not to be. So Michael Smith's going to get a break opportunity in the opening leg.
That and treble 10. Like it's looking at treble 18. And that's not an area board he particularly likes, the 16s and 8s. He certainly threw me off that one there, but Michael Smith, you know, what a fantastic career already. Former champion of the world, wants to get back to winning ways again. He's
60.
had moments this year, of course. But he looked very emotional in that win again this year. He's just a reminder to himself that he's putting the graft in again. And it's right at the
100.
best part of the year as well, where we've got so many big tournaments coming up. There still could be a crack in 2024 for Michael Smith.
Yeah. He certainly wouldn't be surprised if he rocked up and won one or two of the big tournaments. We know he's got the game. Sometimes that expectation is the biggest problem, isn't it? And no one expects to win any more than he does.
100.
Yeah, he's got a refreshing attitude. I think once he got the monkey off the back of winning a major, everything after that was going to come with real ease. But he lived his life as a champion in 2023, openly admits that.
140.
And I think he's knuckled down again. He's practicing smart once again, and yeah, wants to start lifting trophies. And why not? He's got the talent. He's up against the real toughness. It's been pretty straightforward today for Michael Smith. 6-1 and 6-2 wins. This is his real first test. Does he go up with the ball?
98.
No, he doesn't. Looking for the break back, and he'll be back for double 16. Ritchie Edhouse. I was beating Graham Hall 6-0 with that 120 average. Then Lee Cox 6-3. Double 16 then. There we go. 13 dart break of throw. It's 1-1.
Over 2 years since they've last played each other. At this stage, the last 32, May 2022. Thought that a cross pass, certainly the way that this man's been playing of recent.
180.
Smith has won their last 3 in head-to-heads. 5-3 overall. Like I said, I just sense that these days Ritchie Edhouse is a different proposition for these top players.
Yeah, it certainly is. He's looking for a bit of perfection here.
140.
5 out of 5, but can't hit the 6. But crucially, he's in good order in the leg. That comes Bully Boy.
100.
Little look upstairs, didn't he, Rich? I think he wanted that 9. Attempt at the 9 darter. Been a good attempt as well, looking at that first dart. Treble 13 will be the shot.
123.
Oh, it's a nice layup play from Edhouse. This has been an impressive response,
45.
having lost the opening leg. Tops it is then. 2 10s.
Game
right
shot.
plumb centre in the middle. Back-to-back legs for Edhouse.
$85.
Both got that lovely action of the arm, like pendulum clock switching up and down. Very, very similar. And the year that Michael Smith actually won the World Championship,
140.
when I was seeing young players going around the academies, they were all throwing like Michael Smith. Elegant to look at. Beautiful.
140.
It just comes naturally to him, doesn't it? Edhouse with the skin or the bandage, if you like, on his arm. Has he always worn that, Glenn?
I think he has, actually. Whether it's an issue, you know, with the throwing arm, it might just become a fashion accessory or something now, even a good luck charm.
Yeah, maybe. He needs a treble here, and he gets one, so he's on a finish. Smith is not. Now, Smith will still be favourite for the leg, but she's having one of those days where this might just disappear, and that's not the best visit from Smith.
Yeah, good shout. This has a chance, this. Certainly a bigger chance now. What, we've been spoilt with the pace of the games, haven't we, on this stream too?
We have. No one saw that big one coming, though, I don't think, there, Smith. Oh, that's a great dart. He, too, will get a look at a big outshot. Bullseye.
99.
Well, a chance has been and gone.
With the Hawaii, it could be the bullseye here for Ritchie, you know. Go upstairs to the 20s, but it's double five. That's a big dart. The difference in the best of 11, a 3-1 and 2-2. It's a bit of a shake of the air, but inside, he's one happy man. Michael Smith just sort of looks away, which is has that tendency to do now. He'll be going through his reset. Edhouse is on a mission today.
Yeah, speaking of being on a mission, Barney, he's beaten Jeffrey Desvant 6-0 to wrap up his place in the last 16.
77.
Practice partners know each other very, very well. Excellent win for Barney.
All Northern Irish clash between Brendan Dolan and Josh Rock. Rock leads 2-1. Stephen Bunting runner up both times here
100.
So far in Wigan. He's 2-0 up over Josh Payne. Connor Scott is 3-2 down to Luke Humphries, who's again averaging way over a ton. 104.52, 5 legs into that one.
You've been involved in the Vesselnheim and Rob Crossboard a couple of times today. What a game they're having with each other right now.
115.
Yeah, 2-2. Both averaging over 107.
Wait for you to see that.
It's ridiculous.
99.
It is. Rob Cross is averaging 109.86.
The entries are open now for Q School. Who are aspiring players must watch these Players' Championships and maybe think twice. But this is the place, if you have belief in your ability, the rewards are there.
That's it.
88.
That is it. Both players on a non-finish here, but Edhouse first in. Would like a treble. He gets 90. One as well with the last start. That could be crucial.
Got to watch a Michael behind there. This one's getting away from him.
99.
These are the important 3 darts for the pair of them here. Will Smith be back?
Maybe not. No, he won't.
Game
that
shot.
Is clinical from Ritchie Edhouse. You say it all the time about those mid-range finishes, those 2 or 3 dart combinations, and he's just taken out another one there in 2 darts.
If I said I was beginning to worry about him a few weeks ago, that maybe this purple patch he was in.
140.
Boy, today must just give. And that's the reason with these 3 days at the Pro Tour is where they can come and build some confidence for next week.
82.
Now, I think going into this morning, Johnny Clayton have been quite happy with the draw of Ritchie Edhouse next week. Right now, Johnny Clayton might be thinking differently.
91.
He's not here today, Johnny.
No. I think that was always pre-planned that he was going to have the last day off. Having a better leg here, but Edhouse is right on his coattails again. 4-1 to the good. Winner of this one will take either Kim Hoybrechts even or Dave Chisnell. Chisnell's 4-3 up in that one. Both players averaging over a ton. Here the door is open. Ritchie Edhouse.
177.
Not so much knocking on the door, more kicking the door in.
Yes, absolutely. He was looking at the 180 there, and just that last second he realised to take that 9 off.
100.
Looking good for Smith early part of this leg. It's all about Edhouse, a potential 12 darter. Going to be double 16 for a 5-1 lead.
Game
incredible,
shot.
Stunning, sublime. Edhouse leads 5-1.
Outstanding. There's no other word for it. That is absolute quality from Ritchie Edhouse. 105.5 the average. I'm not sure Michael Smith's done a great deal wrong. He missed one dart to level up at 2-2. After that, he's not had a sniff. Got on a chance here, though.
140.
Damon Hetta 4-3 up over Jermaine Wattermainer. Luke Woodhouse 3-2 up over Andy Bolton. Last 32 stage here, Robin Park.
Yeah, Luke Woodhouse, very similar to Ritchie House, beginning to get a bit nervous for him. He had that bit of an arm injury, so a good run today will be good for his confidence.
180.
Will Smith, who will be playing Gary Anderson, that has to be the standout tie of round 1 next week. This is incredible.
140.
Good leg here from Smith. You'd love to be a fly on the wall when the draw's made, because that
100.
neither of them are happy with that draw, are they?
You're done with a 170. Certainly leave it pretty. That's exactly what he does. What a performance from Edhouse.
Yeah, but this is to stay in it. And that's a great first start to the combination. Double six. Why is
69.
it? So Ritchie Edhouse here for a dominant display needs double 18.
Been absolutely superb in this game on the back of that staggering 120 average.
27.
Didn't expect that, and I don't think Michael Smith did. He's just getting his equipment back together. Double six then to stay in it.
Game
Double
shot.
six he gets. Well, match start's been and gone for Edhouse, and what we know about Michael Smith, he can put a burst of scoring on. This game is not over yet.
Well, his facial mannerism there just suggests that he ain't given up yet.
140.
Incredibly tough assignment against Edhouse, whose only real blip in this game has been those 3 attempts at the match start.
58.
Will there be a hangover?
Yeah, possibly. It was a break of throw as well. Crucially, well, Smith would have to break twice more to win it. But every comeback starts somewhere, and Smith has started the comeback. Now, can he continue it here?
If he can get it to 5-4, I know it's a lot of if, buts and maybe. Still a long way to go. And maybe there'll be some self-doubt from Edhouse.
131.
Smith will like what he's seeing right now. Like you said, I think he'd almost put his darts down. Edhouse is going with those match darts. I'll tell you what, he's a finish away now from reducing the deficit to 2.
Yeah, and he's got time here. Nothing fancy required. Oh, lovely last start to leave tops. Michael Smith just starting to find his groove now here.
96.
Has left to finish, but Smith for tops for a 13 dart hold of throw right on the wire. Surely this, ooh, well, double 15.
Game shot.
A double-double.
Double-double and a double 15. That is a big part of the armoury now these days for Michael Smith. There was no panic when in the double 5 there. That Luke Littler, one of their favourite doubles, and treble-less return there from Edhouse. Surely this would be the comeback of all comebacks, and what we said is Michael Smith's 1000th game on the Pro Tour.
Yeah, Ritchie Edhouse was 5-1 up. He was averaging 105.5. He was looking for a serene progress
100.
through, but he hasn't been able to get it done. 3 match starts in leg 7. Always saying this great game,
93.
sometimes you need the other bloke to miss. Michael Smith watched Edhouse miss, and he's in the mood to step in here. Edhouse needs a treble. You just saw the blink of the eyes. That's a huge last dart, I think, for Ritchie.
You heard a kiss off the tungsten the first one. You feel like Smith's running his own race right now, don't you?
100.
However, after that first start, you wanted more.
He did. Damon Hetta through 6-3 over Jermaine Wattermainer.
84.
Pretty similar to Smith after the first treble 20 there. The score of 84 just brings this man back into this leg.
58.
Michael, he says 6 darts for Edhouse and 160. What a dart that is.
Can he do it in style? Tops he needs for the match. And tops, Ritchie Edhouse delivers. Michael Smith's 1000th Players' Championship match ends in defeat. Ritchie Edhouse, a dominant display, 102.1, 60% On the doubles, a couple of maximums as well. Edhouse is through to the last 16. He's beaten Smith by 6 legs to 3.